Hi, this is Jeff from PickStrumPlay.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Everlong. First, you got to tune your guitar down to a D, and I already did that for the sake of doing this, but if you'd like to learn, down below the video, there is a lesson on how to tune your guitar down to D. It's essential. This doesn't sound like an E, and it needs to be in D for Everlong. Alright, so that's the first part. It's the intro. It's like the main part. It's the coolest part of the song, and we're going to teach you how to do that. Pretty much, it's just power chords, and so it's pretty simple. So let me get started. Why don't we zoom in over here, and then I'll show you guys how to do that. One of the most important things about this intro is that everything is a downstroke. It's not like playing a scale or anything like that. You're palm muting a lot of it. Every time you're playing this low D string open, you're palm muting. And I'm also downstroke, 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 moving it back up. It sounds weird if I went like that. I guess you can, but I don't think that's how they play it, and that's not how I play it, and I think it sounds better this way. Alright, so to make that first chord, what you're going to do is put your index finger on the 9th fret on the A string, your ring finger on the 11th fret on the D string, and then you're just going to be palm muting this D string and then playing these, not palm muting, and you're just playing these 3 strings. Just like that. So you're palm muting that D. Next, you're just going to be lifting up your index finger and barring the 9th fret on this low D string now and the A string, and doing the same pattern that we just did. Just like that. So that together will sound like this. Alright, after that, what you're going to be doing is moving this down all the way to the 5th fret. Same chord that we just made previously, but we're just moving it to the 5th fret. Just play that twice like that. Still palm muting that D. Even though it's not open anymore, you're still palm muting because it's the root of the Everlong intro. And then move it back up to that second one we made at the bar. And then it starts over. Alright, next we're going to go into the bridge and show you how it's played. Alright, so this bridge is kind of tricky. What we're going to be doing, well, the first part it's not at all. You're just going to be making a power chord. Like how we did this one earlier, but we're just adding our pinky onto the 11th fret on the G string. So index finger on the 9th fret on the A string, ring finger on the 11th fret on the D string, and then your pinky on the 11th fret on the G string. You're going to make this sound. You know what, let me play this for you all the way through, just the bridge, so you can get a sense of what you're going to play when it's done. Alright, so that's that first chord right there. And then you quickly move your index finger down to the 7th fret. What you're going to be doing is barring this low D string and the A string while keeping these 2 fingers on the 11th fret right here. So these 2 fingers are barring all the way down on the 7th fret, and you're keeping these 2 fingers, your ring finger on the D string on the 11th fret and your pinky on the 11th fret on the G string. And you're sliding it up back to the 9th fret after that. So 1, 1, 1. Just like that. And you move that same chord, that same formation that we're doing with the barring that we made when we did that stretch, and we moved it over here to the 9th fret, moving this whole chord all the way down to the 5th fret right here. It's kind of it's a power chord, but it's like it's more distinct because it's in low D. The tuning is crazy. Like it sounds way better. So you hit this one again, you hit this one again, and then you come back up. And it ends playing that one from the beginning, except that you're barring the 2 9th frets on the low D string and the A string. You're just going just like that. Alright, next what I'm going to do is show you this other bridge that leads up to where they start singing. So let me zoom in for that part. Alright, during this part what you're going to do is bar on the 9th fret on the A string with your index finger, the 9th fret on the D string, and the 9th fret on the G string. So you're going to be barring all 3 of those strings. Then with your ring finger you're going to be playing the 11th fret on the D string. So you're just going to be playing those 3 strings. What you're going to be making is a sound like this. And then you add your pinky onto the 11th fret on the D string. Then pull it off. Then move it down to the 5th fret, the same chord. Then move it back up to the 9th fret. Alright, so from the bridge, this is what you're going to make it sound like. Next, we just go into the singing part of this. So what I'm going to do is take the camera back out so you can see the chords. Alright, so this main part here basically is 3 chords. So what you're going to be doing is making that power chord that we made during the first part of the transition. Your index finger on the 9th fret on the A string, your ring finger on the 11th fret on the D string, and your pinky on the 11th fret on the G string. But instead of just playing these 4 strings, you're playing everything. So what I just did is I just moved it and barred these 2 just like we did before on the 9th fret on that low D string, the one that we tuned down, and the A string. And then the next one we just slid it down to the 5th fret. And it starts over just like the intro and just like the bridge. It's just right there. Alright, so all together, let's see what we got here. Actually just one more part to this song, and it's the crazy, it's not really that hard, but it's pretty much just power chords. And what I'm going to do is play that for you, and then I'll get into how it's played. Alright, this is the last part of the song, and what I did is I broke it into 2 different sections. So this first section I'm going to go over first. I'm just going to run through it. It's all power chords, so it's very simple. It's cool. So here we go. So that's the first section of the last part here. So what you do is you make a power chord on the 4th fret on the A string, with your index finger, and then with your ring finger, you're going to be putting that on the 6th fret on the D string, and your pinky's on the 6th fret on the G string. And you're just going to be playing those 3 strings. And you hit that 3 times. Then you move that up to the 5th fret, so you're going to be making a D power chord. Hit that 3 times, and then you move that up to the 7th fret, which hit that 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then what you do is you move that up to the 9th fret and hit that 3 times. So just like that. So let's play that a little slower. After that, what you do is you move your power chord to the 10th fret, back to the 9th fret, back to the 10th fret, but you're just hitting those 3 power chords 1 time each. And I'm using all downstrokes here. So let's do this. Let's just put that all together there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. Just like that. And after that, what you do is, because we're dropped down to D, we're going to make a power chord on this low D string that we made. But it's super simple because we dropped this down. We're just barring the 7th fret. So the 7th fret right here is barred on this low D string, and the A string is barred, and the D string. So we're hitting these 3 strings here. And that's the ending of the first section of the last part here. So let's put that all together. And that's just how you play the first section of the last part there. And let me get into the second part here. Alright, so far in this last part we've gone through this. Time through, you don't hit this last power chord. You just go straight to the second section of the last part, which is just the power chord on the 2nd fret on the A string, and your ring finger is on the 4th fret on the D string, and your pinky is on the 4th fret on the D string, or on the G string. You have both D string and G string, they're both on the 4th fret, and your index finger is on the 2nd fret on the A string. Alright, so let me run through the second section real quick, and then I'll show you how it's played. It plays that twice, and then on the 3rd time, like the first section of the last part, it does something a little different. When it gets to this part, instead of doing that, it goes that. So let me show you how this is played. Like before, we made that power chord right there on the 2nd fret rooting. After that, what we do is we move it to this low D string and bar it on the 5th fret on the low D string, the A string, and the D string. We're barring all those on the 5th fret. We're making that power chord. And then what we're doing a little differently with this power chord is we're playing the low D string along with it. We're moving this regular power chord, your index finger's on the 5th fret on the D string, your ring finger is on the 7th fret on the D string. I'm sorry, your index finger is on the 5th fret of the A string, and your ring finger is on the 7th fret on the D string, and your pinky is on the 7th fret on the G string. But instead of just playing those 3 strings like we were before, you're playing this low D along with it. So let's play those 3 together. What we do is we play that twice. And then on the 3rd time through, it does those other chords which I was just mentioning, which are just power chords right here. So pretty much, you know how we just barred that one on the 5th fret on the 2nd chord of this second section of the last part here? We're barring it right here on the 7th fret, and then moving it down to the 5th fret. And then the song starts over. that's how you play Everlong by the Foo Fighters. Hope to see you next time at picksdrumplay.com.